I'm pleasantly surprised by the response we have got on day one and day two, 8 months. Today is day three. It seems like a slow start, but the first 2 days have been very good. We have had a lot of interest from around the world. Not only that, we are well placed here. We have people from Latin America, so they speak Portuguese, they speak Spanish, they speak Italian. I mean, we have a representative from Italy also in here, so we speak language of every part of the world. So that encourages people to come. And the product is also like it's very interesting for people to know. And unlike everyone else, we are in this. We have a pigment ink printing solution which is now established for 5 years. So it's a matured product, and we have some fantastic fabric samples which people are really impressed with. So it's been good. The technology is basic technology is the same for everyone here in Milano as far as inkjet textile printing is concerned. Uh, what makes us different from others is our understanding and our deep knowledge of textile processing, and that is the reason why when you come to us, we give you a complete solution. We don't just sell a machine. That is what is different about Colorjet. For sure, we have developed some new technologies. We have, for example, we have the HSTR on the sublimation printer, which is high sense tension regulator. Then we have the standard linear motors available on the machines. And then we have Aussie Plus, we have Purge Plus. These are technical aspects of the machine which help get more out of the same printer. So we are constantly adding. We're making engineering changes, which are they are because we have the experience. We have a regular feedback from customers, and they say, okay, can you do this? Can you change that? This is the issue. So we are continuously improving. We have a lot of interest from Middle East. I mean, Russia, Syria, Lebanon, also Saudi Arabia, strangely. So we are talking to them, and it looks good, especially with our Eco Earth series. So we are able to give you a solution which does not require too much of water usage. That's the key. And it's also low energy, which may not be important for some countries, but for other countries, low energy consumption is also important because, for example, in Bangladesh, the price of gas is very high. And if you can tell them you have a printer which works at 5 kilowatts average energy consumption, it's something fantastic. Africa is, of course, the upcoming market. It's growing, coming up very strongly. Africa is coming up very strongly. We have already installed machines. Even today, one of the most important meetings that we are going to have is with a customer from Africa. And it looks good. We will probably close the deal today with the Africa customer. So, and we have a lot of people coming from Africa. Even not only coming at ITMA, they're coming to India to see the machine, to see us, to meet us, because textile printing, textile manufacturing is a relatively new in Africa. Okay, Egypt is a very strong country, and there are Kenyas and Tanzanias where textile manufacturing has been going on for some years now. But there are a lot of other countries like Botswana, like Nigeria, like Ivory Coast, like Algeria and Tunisia, where they are getting into textile manufacturing because they have understood the power of digital textile printing. That's the reason why it's happening. Well, future of technology, people say, is going to be pigment. I mean, there are a number of aspects to the future of digital printing. One aspect is the chemistry. So, pigmenting printing and sublimation ink printing are going to be very strong. They are both consuming the minimum of water, because water is going to be a very precious resource. We have a huge population in the world, and water is a very expensive resource. Future of our technology is going to be centered. Future of digital printing is going to be centered around fashion, and fashion is going to be about sustainability. It is going to be more and more about sustainability. It is going to be more and more about how eco-friendly you are as a citizen of the world. It will not be when you are wearing a fabric, when you're wearing a garment, you're making a statement, and the statement that people want to make is that I am not wearing a shirt which carries a load of 3,000 liters of water. I'm wearing a shirt which is made with just a load of 1,000 liters of water. In Europe, for example, they have something called eco points. And eco points is like they believe that an average individual in Europe, they, 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 they have a scale of say 100 eco points. So every activity, every commercial activity is assigned an eco point. So this is going to become more and more important with progress and IT enabled services. For example, the data will tell you how much water you have consumed, how much carbon dioxide you have emitted to make a garment. And if the labeling comes into place, like if a garment is labeled with, okay, for example, now we have garments labeled with the amount of ink consumed. This is unimaginable. I mean, 10 years ago, you would come to a show and you would not ask how much dye you have consumed. But today, people are asking, and we are displaying. We are displaying. We are putting a label on each item. We have consumed 2 milliliter per square meter for making this design. We have consumed 10 milliliter per square meter for making the other design. And this capturing of information is only going to extend right down to the retail stores. And how will you do it? You will capture this data at every stage of the value chain, the manufacturing. And this is going to be, for some, this will be challenging. For some, for early adopters, of technology, it will be smooth sailing. I have been telling buyers about this. You should switch to digital printing, eco-friendly printing, sublimation or pigmenting printing, because the future is about sustainability. That's the fashion. Fashion will be not be about colors and cuts. It will be about sustainability, because you are making a statement with what you are wearing. You are right. Maybe in Italy it's 80% digital printing, but Italy is also the fashion capital. I mean, Milan, for example, is the fashion capital of the world, and they understand colors, they understand designs, and they are leading the world of fashion. So digital printing obviously is centered around fashion. Digital printing is all about is driven by the fashion. So yes, we have a lot of hugely digital printing production in Milan. At the same time, there are consumers in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, which is Asia, even Africa, who are looking for this vivid colors. They're looking for very creative designs. They're looking for something unique, and they're looking for customized garments. All this is possible with only digital printing. I have a customer in India. You know, you go to, he also has a showroom, so he also does some retail sale. You go to his showroom, you will find maybe a few hundred pieces of garment, which we call the sari in India. You, if you buy one, it's gone. There is no second piece. That's the business model in India. So Asia is it's catching on, and it's catching on very well. But yes, rotary printing and stream printing still continues to be has its own place. It's not going to vanish very quickly. it is okay. The investment in rotary and screen printing may have slowed down a little, but it still exists because even now the cost of digital textile printing is higher than the cost of rotary or screen printing because when you print 10,000 meters, for example, of the same design, then the cost of printing is less on the analog system. But if you're printing 100 or 2,000 or 3,000 meters, maybe the cost of printing on digital is much lower. Especially, and the cost of printing on a small lot for analog printing goes up very high when you have number of colors are high. When the pattern is intricate, then it becomes very high. And therefore, to justify this high cost of setting up a analog printing is offset by the print runs. So they will have concepts like minimum order quantity. So they must have a minimum order quantity of say 5,000 meters or 10,000 meters, and then they can come down with the price. But if you tell them to print the same design of just 500 meters, they will not do it. And what happens with the repeat orders? How do you manage the repeat orders? Because repeat orders are typically maybe after 10,000 meters you have a repeat order of say just 500 meters. And how do you do it?